Making cinematic videos can get really expensive with the camera, the lenses, the microphones, the tripods, all the mounts, the gimbals, all that stuff. And I'm here to help you get the most cinematic image possible while spending the least amount of money. So before you go out and buy a brand new camera or a brand new lens to try and make your videos look more cinematic, there are 4 things that are the most important to make your image look professional. Lighting. So lighting indoors and lighting outdoors are pretty different, especially on a low budget. If you're lighting outside, the easiest and cheapest way to do it is to get an ND filter for daylight, and at nighttime just try and film in places where it's pretty lit up, like with traffic lights or buildings and things like that. I definitely recommend getting a big softbox so it diffuses the light and makes it softer and everything. Some other tips I would definitely recommend doing is make sure you have lights coming from a direction, not just one overhead light, because if you just have one overhead light, it looks pretty garbage. So like I have my key light right here, practical light in the background, which is you can get something like that. It's like a little square for like 40 bucks, 40 to 100 bucks, and then a light like this with just a regular light and a soft box on it. You could also just use a lamp that you have lying around or something like that and just put it back there, and it'll do just as fine. I just like I already have that light and I like the way it looks back there. Composition. So composition is a very, very important thing that you should definitely get good at, especially before buying a new camera or a new lens, because a new lens or camera isn't going to make you good at make you good at understanding what composition is. The most common compositions that you're going to be using is the rule of thirds, or the golden triangle, or the golden ratio. So you're going to try to put your subject on one of the points of those, so on either the side or the other side. Most of the time when you're looking at compositions, it's not going to be directly in the middle. Directly in the middle is usually you're not going to see that really ever. If you're going to watch a movie, pay attention to the composition that they're using. They usually have the subject all the way over here, and they'll have some dirtying up the frame with some person in the foreground, or they'll just have a person on the side and they'll have just negative space on the other side. Audio. So audio is literally half of your video. Any microphone is better than no microphone. You can get a Rode microphone for like $40. As much as you can afford, I definitely recommend splurging on the microphone. That is probably the most important thing, in my opinion. Color. So the colors in your image are really important. The best way to have a good looking image with color is to understand color contrast and actually preparing before you shoot to know what colors you're wearing, what colors that the outside will be, and like the walls and everything like that, where you're at. And then afterwards, color grading is a really important thing, because you can add in or change certain colors in the post. If you can't get it perfect in shooting and while you're shooting, then in post, in color grading, you can change it up. And then also you can add some colors to the shadows and the highlights to give that little bit more oomph. If you want to watch a video on how to color grade, I have this one on how I color graded my recent short film, and you should go click on that right now and go learn how to color grade and make your videos even more cinematic.